I've not done one of these videos. I don't think I've ever done one like this, really. But I've had a plethora of fragrances. A baker's dozen. That's 12 to you and I. Of perfumes.
My dear, sweet child. That's what I do. It's what I live for.
Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician, where today's video is all about a perfume haul, would you believe? Yes, a perfume haul. I don't think I've ever done one of these. But I just wanted to share with you, as I said, some fragrances that I've bought really in the last couple of weeks, which is 12. So let's jump into it, shall we? So let's kick off with these two babies, which I wanted to get a backup bottle of another backup bottle. So I have a backup bottle and this one now. So yeah, because I'm afraid it'll be discontinued. And Fleur d'Oranger by Serge Lutens is probably the best orange blossom. And this one, Ana by Cacharel. This, as you can see, these are sealed. So they're going at the bottom of my sealed cabinet there. So yes, welcome to the club. Welcome to Perfumes Anonymous, my babies. So with those two out of the way, what are the other 10 perfumes that I got? Let's start with the first one, shall we? Let's start with Molinard, which is a famous perfume house in France, and this is called Muge, which in French means lily of the valley. Now, I have a tuberose one of this by Molinard, but I just wanted to get another fragrance, and this, as you can see, this the bottle here, I've already put a little dent into it. What does that show you? Well, it shows you that I love it. Is it the same as Diorissimo by Dior, which is meant to be the quintessential lily of the valley? Well, this one, I would say, actually, is just as good, if not better than Dior. That's a sweeping statement, but you have to like Lily of the Valley. I think there's jasmine, there might be musk in here as well, but it's what I would call a soliflor, a standalone note. This has pretty good longevity and really good sillage. And I've worn all of these scents, so this is why I'm talking about them now, to give them a fair share. But Muge by Molinard, yeah, Lily of the Valley, that delicate white floral. It's not screechy at all. It's actually very, very smooth. So if you can get your hands on to smell it, if you like a lovely, delicate white floral that's got some backbone and oomph to it, then Muge by Molinard could just be your catch. Now this one is called Icon, and it's by the House of Avon, Maxima Icon. It struck me that I do like Immortelle as a note, and this has a note of Immortelle in it. Just look at the bottle. It's so, so pretty. It's so beautiful. Very sturdy cap. I mean, you need a good right hand or left hand to take this off. So this one, yeah, it's all about the Immortelle, this herbaceous note that some people either like or they don't, but it's got a lot of sweetness in here as well. These were, apart from one, all blind buys. This I really do like, but it doesn't have very good longevity or sillage on it, but it was very, very cheap. Very cheap. It was under £20, maybe it was even under 15. Now, I normally source mine from private sellers on eBay. I look at their reviews, or I also go to All Beauty or Notino. Those are two other good sites in the UK. This one, though, came from a private seller online, and I thought, yeah, why not? So Maxima Icon, if you're looking for a nice sweet scent that ticks all the boxes. It's, as I say, the longevity in the sillage isn't brilliant, but you can reapply. This is a 50ml, so that's another one added to the collection. The next one is thank you, Dr. Claire Smith, for enabling me to buy this. You influenced me to buy this. I had my eye on it for some time. It's a flanker of Gucci Bloom, and it is Gucci Bloom Nettare di Fiore. Now this one, let's get out the box here. This is what the bottle looks like. So again, it's got that Gucci emblem on it. Hasn't it, Claude? Yeah. So this is slightly indolic. By indolic, I mean it's those blooms, the petals that... let's just spray it. It has tuberose in it, but I actually prefer this to the original Gucci Bloom. I feel this is a little bit stronger. It's not intense strong. I mean, this isn't meant to be an intense perfume. But if you like your tuberose, if you like your jasmine, I would say it's a wearable tuberose. I actually have a few tuberose scents here. Oh, you can tell I'm a tuberose queen. I love tuberose. But this, I would say you could wear daytime or evening. If you're scared of tuberose, it's still nice, I think. It's pretty. Pretty. That's how I would describe Gucci Bloom Nettare di Fiore. And I'm happy that it's in my collection. Now, this next one is a big white floral. It's 80s galore in a bottle. It is. Finally got Giorgio, Beverly Hills. And again, paid it at such a steal from eBay. This, where's the... There it is. It says Giorgio on there. This is a 50ml. Now, I don't know if it's pre-reformulated or not. There is a batch code here. But on the back, because it was sealed, it had those ingredients. So it doesn't have all the list of ingredients. So I'm assuming it's fairly recent. But it is a big white floral bomb. It's shoulder pads, it's Dynasty, it's, you know, white stilettos, it's permed hair, lots of hairspray, and everybody was wearing it back in the 1980s. And I think this actually is quite, nose is itching, this is quite a vintagey scent. Yeah, it's beautiful. I don't know why I missed on this. I really don't. And there is another tuberose scent that I've discovered, which will be in my next video. But anyway, back to this video. So this is Giorgio Beverly Hills. Welcome to the family. Let's put her back in the box. I'm probably going to get rid of the boxes because I don't normally keep boxes, but I wanted to show you the boxes that they came in, and all of these were sealed. Giorgio Beverly Hills. Now, I know what you're saying. You already have Obsession, Gabby. Yes. This, though, is a vintage Obsession. Let me tell you, when I sprayed this the other night, my husband could not get enough of it on me. He really couldn't. Look at that juice. And it sprays from the atomizer. This is so much better than the reformulated version. It's how I remember Obsession to be when I wore it in the 1990s. It's one of my husband's favourite scents that I wear, and probably in the top 5 scents that he loves, he ranked this actually at number 1. Yeah. Obsession. And I just, 84% volume, it says on the back. I love it when it just says the volume of the alcohol in the fragrance. It's just, I'm so glad I got it, because it makes the new Obsession redundant. This is smoother, it's sensual, I love it. Some people don't. That's up to you. But I love it. Obsession by Calvin Klein. On to another tuberose scent. Oh, it's all about the tuberose, isn't it? But this has some sweet notes in it. It has vanilla. I think it has sandalwood in. And this surprised me. Tease by Paris Hilton. Well, I'm going to say I love this fragrance. However, the longevity is awful on me. When you spray it, you get like this effervescent, I think there's bergamot in here. It's not your typical, I don't want to say typical celebrity scent, but it's just, could be more grown up, as you would say, maybe more mature. I mean, I think what Paris Hilton was trying to convey was an homage to like Marilyn Monroe, almost back to the 1950s, a vintage, decorative, kind of like bottle. And it's just beautiful. So I love it. So I think I'm going to do a Paris Hilton video on fragrances, because I have another Paris Hilton, Fragonard, which again is another French perfume house. Now, oops, nearly dropped the bottle. This is a 100ml bottle. If you love an A&A or Anais Anais by Cacharel, this has similar vibes to it. I would say it's probably about 70 to 80% similar. But it's a little bit more soapier, a little bit more sharper. And we're talking about the original A&A, not the reformulated version. If I'm comparing this to that, this has, it's strong. The sillage and the longevity, amazing on my skin. And you can still get it, but it was hard to find. I again got this from a private seller at a steal. It is available on Fragonard's website, but I could not see it anywhere else. So hit me up. If you see it somewhere else, let me know, because I would like to get another bottle of this. It is purple florals, white florals. It's a little bit sweet, but I love it nonetheless. And I would wear it anytime, anywhere. It's one of those scents that daytime to nighttime is perfect. These last 3 are my very ultimate favourites of the collection. Let's start with the first one. Now, the nose, the perfumer behind this is Francis Kurkdjian. So, you either love his work or you don't like his work. I like some of his work. But this, let me tell you, I love it. Rumour by Lanvin. This, again, inexpensive. The bottle comes like so. Rumour. So, which is like rumour in French. Now this has magnolia in, combined with lily of the valley. It's not a straight up lily of the valley scent. It is beautiful, really is, and layered underneath Misty Morning by Bath and Body Works. Oh, it lasts so long on my skin, and it projects so well. I mean, I am an oversprayer, like you know I am. 2 sprays, no, more like 8 to 10. As you know, we do. Some even more if we have to. But this is, oh, I'm enamored by it. It's so smooth. That's the word I'm using a lot at the moment. Smooth. It's so smooth. I've got to spray it in the air. This does have fairly good reviews on Fragrantica. A few, not sure, but the perfumer Francis Kirkjohn, if you love his work, he's done lots of perfumes, not just this one. I mean, he's done lots. Now he's the in-house perfumer for Dior, but you know me, I'm not really getting new formulas from Dior. Dior is, I could talk about that as another issue, really, with new designer fragrances that are just misleading us, shall we say. But this doesn't. This is really lovely. When I spray it, first of all, it has kind of like a waxy feel. Do you know when you're kind of like running your fingers along the stems and it's slightly, not sticky, but it has a bit of greenness to it. Because let's face it, Lily of the Valley, although it's a white floral, and it's a scent note that is hard to make in perfumery. So it has to be mimicked almost. It has to be, well, it's synthetic, of course, but it's so lovely, honestly. And it's under, you can get this, I got this on Amazon for under 25 quid. Amazon Prime. Gosh, the last two. This one is a flanker of Cacharel. You know me, I love my Cacharel scents. And I never heard of it until I stumbled across it again online from a private seller, sealed. Has anyone worn this scent? An A&A Eau Légère, refreshing fragrance, it says. This came out, I think, in mid-2000s. Sadly discontinued. But there's the bottle there. I've made a bit of a dent already. This has honeysuckle, and it has this kind of like almost chocolatiness. Just like a chunk of chocolate, just like melted in with those florals. It's a little bit similar to an A&A Premier de Lys, but I would say it's not as sweet as that. That has pear in it. This doesn't. This is more on, again, the florals, but this kind of like chocolatiness, this kind of, I think it has like something called a flower that is like I don't know, a chocolate flower. I don't know. But if you can find it, get it. Now, the longevity and the sillage is moderate. Very, very moderate. I would say it lasts about 4 hours on my skin. And the projection is, if somebody was standing next to you, then just apply more. And I did spray about 6 sprays of this. So I think if you layered it, moisturizer, because I put it on dry skin, layer it with another Bath and Body Works, spray it. Yeah. I think I'm going to keep this box. I don't normally keep a box, but it's a new love. This is 100 mils. So hard to find though. You have to look, do your research, Google it and see what comes up, because again, a rare find that you can't find nowadays. And finally, the last one is another Paris Hilton. And I do have another one or two of hers in my eye view. But this one, Siren. Now, some people might think that looks really tacky. I think it's quite pretty, actually. You slide that out and you get what it looks like there. I love anything, let's face it. Part of me was attracted to the bottle when I show you the bottle and the packaging. You know me. I love anything that's like unicorns or mermaids. This is, wow. Claude, you're right. I know, it's the sirens, isn't it? We'll just let a siren go by. How rude. Anyway, when I opened it up, this is what the bottle looks like. Do you know, I've only had this about 4 or 5 days. Look at the dent I've made. But isn't this exquisite? Isn't this I think it's beautiful. It has this on there as well, which you can take off should you wish to. But I like it on there. Now I'm actually going to spray just to what's the word? Reacquaint. Oh yes, reacquaint myself with this perfume. Now let's stop the jangling. This, some would say, is basic. Oh, it's just another floral fruity scent. Yes, so what? But I love it. It has a frangipani note. You know I love frangipani. And it's sweet. And it's not the most longest lasting scent. You know, 3 to 4 hours. But just reapply. This has a lovely scent trail, but the frangipani in this and the white florals, the yellow floral, some do. Some say this resembles, or this is just another scent like Juicy Couture, the original one. I know where that is. I know where they're going. But it is tropical. It is like spring. It's like summer in a bottle. But I would wear this all year round. And this has been discontinued again. So it's such a shame. If you can get your hands on it, do. I got this from a private seller from under £40, which is okay, I think. But it's just so, it's pretty. It's pretty. And it's, I just love it. As I say, it doesn't last as long as Tease does by Paris Hilton. That lasts a bit longer. This is more girly, it's more playful, it's more, makes me feel a bit more confident as well. And it's comforting as well. You'd think for being mermaid, it would have like sea notes and aquatic. Well, no, it's just all about the florals and the fruits. That's what it's about. And some vanilla in there as well to give it a sweetness. But I am just going to put this on here because it deserves pride of place. And yeah, those were all the perfumes that I hauled. Do you have any of them? Do you like any of them? Are there any more Paris Hilton ones that you would recommend to me? Can is on my list. And actually so is Fairy Dust, which I think those are still readily available. I've looked. But if there are any more, because there are some which are called Rose Rush, Gold Rush, will I like those or won't I like them? Comment down below. So if you've enjoyed this haul video and you'd like me to do maybe another haul video in the future, please let me know. But I'm one of those people that doesn't buy everything all at once. I kind of build it up gradually because I've had these fragrances for about 3 or 4 weeks, so it wasn't in one full hit. So I'm off to enjoy another cup of tea. Quenches the cockles. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, you've been watching another edition of The Fragrantician. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and most importantly, spray with gay abandon.